There's some people out there who the more of them that you see and that you get to experience, the more you start to like them and actually, really fall in love with their character. And then there are others like Michelle Obama, who the more of them you see, the more you hear, the more you can't stand their ass. That is just a God honest truth. I see Obama and I think to myself, you know what? I don't like the way that you ran your whole political game. I think that you are a war criminal and other things, amongst that, right? But you seem like the type of dude, if you just hang out a little bit and did, okay, you maybe got a vibe about you or whatever it is. Trump was one of those guys where it's like they sell you an image, but then the more that you see behind the scenes, et cetera, and you really start to clock how this guy's moving through life, you're like, oh, this guy's a vibe. This guy's kind of dope. I like what I see. Oh, yeah, we can get down with that. Yeah, Michelle is the complete opposite of that. And I'm starting to feel really bad for Mr. Hussein himself because, damn it, I wouldn't be able to stand this either. Maybe that's why the allegedly the Jennifer Aniston thing's going on, because she seems like the type of person who you can vibe with, right? I don't believe in infidelity, divorce, and get out the relationship and, call it quits or whatever. But, man, when you are just surrounded with this type of energy. I mean, look, even Jay Shetty, he's another one of those dudes. Real sketchy. Me and my girl called this out way back. We're like, there's something about this guy. And then things started coming out. But anyway, we're just going to get into this for the sake of what it is. So let's get into it.
Very early on that no one was going to see beyond the color of our skin at an early age. And that could get you in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, when you talk about that fear, I'm sure that fear has been tested across your life in so many different places. And I wonder, what would you say has been the most hardest recent test of that fear? Because it's not one of those fears that you kind of get over and it just goes away. It kind of shows its head in many different ways, I imagine.
Well, in this current climate for me, it's, what's happening to immigrants.
Girl, you know what? Let me let you cook until you burn the whole damn village down. Let me let you do that.
So it's not the fear for myself anymore. I drive around in a 4-car motorcade with a police escort. I'm Michelle Obama. I do still worry about my daughters in the world, even though they are somewhat recognizable. So my fears are for what I know is happening out there in streets all over the city. And now that we have leadership that is sort of indiscriminately determining who belongs and who doesn't.
Whoa. I am not about to let you pop off like that. I am not about to let you pop off. Sis, I'm not going to let it. No, I'm not allowing it. I'm sorry. We're going to do this in real time. Okay, folks? We're doing this in real time. Obama, because we want to talk about Obama. We want to talk about, shout out to white chicks. If you get it, you get it. So are we forgetting that this right here, let me go ahead and pull this up for y'all. Are we forgetting that this was Obama's America? Ooh, don't get rid of me, folks. Are we forgetting that this was Obama's America? The deporter, and look at him signing the paperwork to send these folks out. Look at that. Look at that right there. What they say right there. 2 million deportations. Wow. Stop the deportation. Look at that. Let me go ahead and save that for the folks for later. 2 million. Folks, they say Obama may have sent back close to what? It was like 5 million people. Look at that. Obama. Look at that. Yes, we can. That's your yes, we can right there. Look at that. President Obama, stop deporting Obama. Stop sending him. Stop. Look at that. You know why they had that going on? Because they called this man, Barack Hussein Obama, they called him the deporter in chief. They called him the deporter in chief, folks, which meant that, I don't know, maybe the guy was deporting folks at an unprecedented rate. But I guess my mama Michelle, Mamala Michelle, had no problem with hubby doing what he had to do, doing his damn job, securing the country, securing the bag. I bet she had Freudian slip, Big Mike, allegedly. I bet there was no issue there, Big Mike? Now let's continue and see how afraid you were.
And we know that those decisions aren't being made with courts and with due process, and, that it's being made like this cop that pulled my brother over when he was 12. You don't look like somebody that belongs. I can determine just by looking at you that
He looks like he belongs. Let me not say it. Damn it, intrusive thought. He looked like he belonged in a drag show. I'm sorry. The dude looks more like Michelle than Michelle. Damn it, I gotta say it. The dude's got a prettier face than Michelle. I'm just pause. But racism. That's it. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's all they have. That's all they've ever had. It's it. There's nothing else there. There's nothing else there.
you're a good person or you're not a good person. And knowing that there's so much bias and so much racism and so much ignorance that fuels.
What did I tell y'all? I haven't watched this full. What did I tell y'all? Racism. There's so much racism, girl. You make $1 million to yap about a book that allegedly 17 million people bought. You are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of mil. Your husband has been a politician his entire life, from grassroots to where he is right now, allegedly. You're worth hundreds of millions of dollars, though he has never made more than, what does the president make? $400K? Okay, fantastic. Uncle Sam, he's paying his taxes, right? He should be. As a public servant, he should be. But anyway, 400, let's say 800,000. Okay, fantastic. Throughout the entire, let's say you made a career. How did you make hundreds of millions of dollars? How did that happen? Oh, racism. Got you.
Those kind of choices. I worry for people of color all over this country. And I don't know that we will have the advocates to protect everybody. And that frightens me.
What frightens me are them eyebrows. That's what frightens me. Damn, Michelle, look, you are in the negative right now with me, Michelle. Big Mike, you are in the negative with me. I don't think you can recover. Your numbers are too low with me. Your ratings are too low. Let's see, where's this at? I got to get into the comments of this. I can't take this level of foolishness anymore. I'm sorry. Let's just go ahead and get into these comments. What is the pulse of the people? Let's get on X. Yep. Okay. Lord, give me strength. Give me strength. Every day, Lord, give me strength. Let's get this going. Okay. So we have Mike is lying and pandering, as usual. Michelle Obama should deport herself from the public view and go hiding. This is good. She's so freaking unlikable. It's ridiculous. She only hurts the Democratic Party. Well, you can't hurt some that completely imploded. Oh, you're going to ruin the ruins. It's a ruin already. Michelle Obama is the most hypocritical former first lady ever. She's also very unlikable. It's true. She accuses Donald Trump of doing which her husband did. It is remarkable and predictable. It's pure projection. Facts. Her husband. Look, let me talk to you straight up right now. Obama was labeled as the deporter in chief. Not the commander in chief, the deporter in chief. This is after Bill Clinton sent back millions of people, had one of the most extensive deportation processes ever in American history. Never seen anything like it. Trump, in his first 100 days, I believe they say the number's like 100,000, which is really good. We're on pace to do some really good things. But I don't think he'll catch up with Clinton. I don't think he'll catch up with Obama. I don't. I hope. He's closed down the borders and he has a 99 percentile close rate at the border. But I don't know if he's going to reach deporter in chief. Barack Hussein Obama. And she fears for her life because of the deportations taking place while her husband was doing that. It's like, okay, there's a guy who is setting many fires around the city, small little brush fires. And the woman who is married to the greatest arsonist in history is afraid of the small brush fire guy. That's the best analogy I can draw to this. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 3-6-5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising.